Hello everyone, myself Dr. Tapati. Welcome to my channel Dr. Tapati's presentation. This is my first YouTube video. If you like it, please subscribe my channel. Today the topic of the presentation is the drug discovery and development process. This topic is very important for present day scenario. Worldwide, scientists are working hard to develop vaccine and new drug against novel coronavirus or COVID-19. My focus is not only on coronavirus drug. I am going to discuss about the general drug discovery and development process. Let's start the presentation. Drug discovery and development process aims to make available new pharmacological interventions to prevent, treat or cure disease in a safe and effective manner. In ancient ages, most of the drugs were discovered from natural sources, mainly from plant origin. Nowadays, drugs are mostly synthetic in nature. Now we know diseases are controlled at physiological and molecular level. Moreover, information of human genome is available. So, drug development becomes easier. The drug discovery and development process is multidisciplinary, slow, complex, time consuming, and costly. It also carries commercial risk. There are 5 stages of drug development process. Step 1, discovery and development. Research for a new drug begins in the laboratory. Step 2 is preclinical research. In this step, drugs undergo laboratory and animal testing to answer basic questions about safety. Step 3 is clinical research. Drugs are tested on people to make sure they are safe and effective. Step 4 is US Food and Drug Administration or FDA review. FDA review teams thoroughly examine all of the submitted data related to the drug or device and make a decision to approve or not to approve the drug. Last step is FDA post-market safety monitoring. In this step, FDA monitors all drug and device safety once products are available for use by the public. This figure is showing various stages of drug discovery and development process. This figure is showing timeline of drug discovery and development process. As I told, the process is very time consuming. The current drug approval pipeline can take around 12 to 15 years. For first step drug discovery, it takes 3 to 5 years. For preclinical, it takes 1 to 2 years. For clinical, it is 6 to 7 years. And for FDA review, it takes 1 to 2 years. It is also estimated that from around 10,000 compounds, only one new drug reaches the market for the treatment. First step of this process is discovery. There are 5 procedures for drug discovery like random screening, molecular manipulation, molecular designing, metabolites of drug and serendipity. Typically, researchers discover new drugs through new insights into a disease process that allow researchers to design a product to stop or reverse the effects of the disease. So first step should be the identification of the disease. Then target identification and target validation are important for drug discovery process. A target may be a gene or protein which is involved in a particular disease. Many tests of molecular compounds to find possible beneficial effects effects against any of a large number of diseases. Existing treatments that have unanticipated effects, new technologies such as those that provide new ways to target medical products to specific sites within the body or to manipulate genetic material. At this stage in the process, thousands of compounds may be potential candidates for development as a medical treatment. After early testing, however, only a small number of compounds look promising and call for further study. Now, what is development process? Once a new chemical entity is discovered, it has to be subjected to the development process. Chemical synthetic activity is mostly carried out in research and development divisions of pharmaceutical lab by synthetic chemistry. After synthesis, the structure of new compound and its purity is determined and confirmed by analytical chemist. Once researchers identify a promising compound for development, they conduct experiments to gather information on following things like how it is absorbed, distributed, metabolized, and excreted, its potential benefits and mechanisms of action, the best dosage of the drug or the new compound, the best way to give the drug, side effects, how it affects different groups of people, how it interacts with other drugs and treatments, its effectiveness as compared to similar drugs. Step 2 of this process is preclinical research. Before testing a drug in people or human, researchers must find out whether it has the potential to cause serious harm, which is called toxicity. There are two types of preclinical research, in vitro and in vivo. FDA requires researchers to use good laboratory practices defined in medical product development regulations for preclinical laboratory studies. These regulations set the minimum basic requirements for study conduct, personal facilities, equipment, written protocols, operating procedures, study reports, and a system of quality assurance oversight for each study to help assure the safety of FDA regulated product. Usually, preclinical studies are not very large. However, these studies must provide detailed information on dosing and toxicity levels. After preclinical testing, researchers review their findings and decide whether the drug should be tested in people or not. The experimental animals used for preclinical testing include mice, rats, guinea pigs, dogs, and sometimes monkeys. The three major areas of preclinical evaluation are acute, subacute, and chronic toxicity studies. Secondly, therapeutic index. And third, absorption, distribution, and elimination studies. While preclinical research answers basic questions about a drug safety by using different animal models, it is not a substitute for studies of ways the drug will interact with the human body. Clinical research refers to studies or trials that are done in people. These are the different steps involved in the clinical research, like designing clinical trials, clinical research phase studies, the investigation and new drug process, asking for FDA assistance, FDA IND review team, and then approval. First of all, designing clinical trials. Researchers design clinical trials to answer specific research questions related to a medical product. These trials follow a specific study plan called a protocol that is developed by the researcher or manufacturer. Before a clinical trial begins, researchers review prior information about the drug to develop research questions and objectives. Then they decide the following questions answer. Who qualifies to participate? How many people will be part of the study? How long the study will last? whether there will be a control group and other ways to limit research bias, how the drug will be given to patient and at that dosage, at what dosage, what assessments will be conducted, when and what data will be collected, how the data will be reviewed and analyzed. Clinical trials follow a typical series from early small scale phase 1 studies to late stage large scale phase 3 studies. Now, clinical research phase studies. There are 4 steps or 4 phases in clinical research. Phase 1 is clinical pharmacological evaluation. Phase 2 is controlled clinical evaluation. Phase 3 extended clinical evaluation, and phase 4 is surveillance during post marketing. Phase 1, that is clinical pharmacological evaluation. Study participants will be 20 to 100 healthy volunteers or people with a disease or diseased condition. Length of the study is several months. Purpose is safety and doses. Approximately 70% of the drugs move to the next phase. Phase 2, that is controlled clinical evaluation. Study participants up to several hundred people with the disease or condition. Length of the study 2 years, months to 2 years. Purpose is efficacy and side effects. Approximately 33% of drugs move to the next phase. Third phase is extended clinical evaluation. Study participants 300 to 3000. Length of the study 1 to 4 years. Purpose, efficacy and safety of the new drug are evaluated, and even comparison with other drugs is undertaken. Approximately 25 to 30% of drugs move to the next phase, that is surveillance during post marketing. Study participants several thousand volunteers who have the disease or condition. Purpose is after the drug release for general clinical use, certain unusual type of adverse reactions may be observed even after years of clinical usage. Thus, an adverse reaction monitoring is carried out in phase 4 evaluation. The investigational new drug process. Drug developers or sponsors must submit an investigational new drug, that is IND application, to FDA before beginning clinical research. In the IND application, developers must include animal study data and toxicity data, manufacturing information, clinical protocol for studies to be conducted, data from any prior human research, and information about the investigator. Asking for FDA assistance. Drug developers are free to ask for help from FDA at any point in the drug development process, including pre-IND application, to review FDA guidance documents and get answers to questions that may help enhance their research. After phase 2, to obtain guidance on the design of large phase 3 studies, and then any time during the process to obtain an assessment of the IND application. The review team consists of a group of specialists in different scientific fields. Each member has different responsibilities. FDA IND review team members are project manager, medical officers, statistician, pharmacologist, pharmakineticist, chemist, microbiologist. Approval. The FDA review team has 30 days to review the original IND submission. The process protects volunteers who participate in clinical trials from unreasonable and significant risk in clinical trials. FDA responds to IND applications in one of the two ways: approval to begin clinical trials and clinical hold to delay or stop the investigation process. A clinical hold is very rare. Instead, FDA often provides comments intended to improve the quality of a clinical trial. In most of the cases, if FDA is satisfied that the trial meets federal standards, the applicant is allowed to proceed with the proposed study. Before filing a market application, a drug developer must have adequate data from two large controlled clinical trials. The fourth step is FDA drug review. If a drug developer has evidence from its early tests and preclinical and clinical research that a drug is safe and effective for its intended use, the company can file an application to bring the drug in market. The FDA review team thoroughly examines all submitted data on the drug and makes a decision to approve or not to approve the drug. Now, what is NDA? NDA means new drug application. A new drug application tells the full story of a drug. Its purpose is to demonstrate that a drug is safe and effective for its intended use in the population studied. FDA review. Once FDA receives an NDA, the review team decides if it is complete or not. If it is not complete, the review team can refuse to file the NDA. If it is complete, the review team has 6 to 10 months to make a decision on whether to approve the drug. In cases where FDA determines that a drug has been shown to be safe and effective for its intended use, it is then necessary to work with the applicant to develop and refine prescribing information. This is referred to as labeling. Labeling accurately and objectively describes the basis for approval and how best to use the drug. Often, the NDA contains sufficient data for FDA to determine the safety and effectiveness of a drug. Sometimes, though, questions arise that require additional consideration. In these cases, FDA may organize a meeting of one of its advisory committees to get independent expert advice and to permit the public to make comments. These advisory committees include a patient representative that provides input from the patient perspective. Last step of drug discovery and development process is FDA post-market drug safety monitoring. Even though clinical trials provide important information on a drug's efficacy and safety, it is impossible to have complete information about the safety of a drug at the time of approval. Despite the rigorous steps in the process of drug development, limitations exist. Therefore, the true picture of a product safety actually evolves over the months and even years that make up a product's lifetime in the marketplace. FDA reviews reports of problems with prescription and over the counter drugs and can decide to add cautions to the dosage or usage information as well as other measures for more serious issues. I have prepared this presentation with the help of these references. Thank you very much for watching this video.